Characters are the lifeblood of your story. Sometimes characters come to us fully formed, other times they hide in the shadows, elusive. In this video, we'll take you through a 4-stage process for consistently building the core of your major characters from the inside out. Hi, I'm Kat, creator of The Novel Factory. The Novel Factory is an app designed to make novel writing more efficient and fun, and includes detailed character development resources. As always, it really makes a difference if you can support us by subscribing and following. For more background examples and detail, check out the text article that accompanies this video. Now, let's get started. First, we'll have a quick rundown of the 4 stages, then we'll go through each of them in detail. Stage 1 is the Gameshow Introduction. Stage 2 is the Interview. 3, the Story Role. And 4, Characterisation. Stage 1, the Gameshow Introduction. We'll start with a brief character concept, which defines them in a nutshell. Imagine a game show voiceover giving a sweeping single-sentence summary of the character. This will usually cover general categories such as their age, job, and something that makes them a bit different. For example, Harry is a child wizard who has recently moved to Hogwarts and once defeated he who must not be named himself. In the next stage, we'll expand on each element of this core concept. 2. The Interview. Now we'll imagine we're interviewing the character to learn a little more about them. We want to isolate each of the elements in this single-line introduction and dig deeper into what each one means, asking any questions that spring to mind. For example, the first element of our Harry Potter introduction is child wizard. Some of the questions that might arise are: how old is he? Does he know he's a wizard? Is he powerful? What sort of magic can he do? Are all children wizards in this world? The next element is that he recently moved to Hogwarts. This might prompt questions such as: what is Hogwarts like? Does he like Hogwarts? How does he feel about school and education in general? Is he a good student? Who does he hang around with? Is he popular and confident, or shy and bullied? The last element is that he defeated he who must not be named. Some questions that could follow from this are: who is Voldemort? How did Harry defeat him? Why was Harry fighting him? How are Harry and Voldemort connected? Once you've gone through and noted down the answers to these questions, you can summarise them in a paragraph or 2. As you can see, we're starting to build up a fuller picture of the character and their life, and touching on the situation and what drives them. All of this is grown organically from our initial character concept. Stage 3 is the story role. Now the character is starting to take shape, we'll consider their role in this story. This helps to ensure that each character is justifying the words spent on them, and that there is no redundancy or overlap. The task for this stage is to summarise the character's role in the story as a single sentence and as a single paragraph. The core of Harry's role is his discovery of the secret magic world and his part in it, as well as his important friendships and enemies. The paragraph summary adds a little more detail to each of these elements. Stage 4. Characterisation. Finally, we'll use a series of prompts to flesh out our characters a little more and make sure we haven't left any gaping holes. While there are hundreds of questions you can ask about your character to endlessly add detail and nuance, the following questions have been selected as those that will get to the heart of the character the most. Again, we'll run through the list first and then look at each one in detail. The 10 prompts are: personality type, flaw, external motivation and internal motivation, positive traits, negative traits, quirks and mannerisms, fears and phobias, life philosophy, motto, and most treasured possession. Using personality types such as Enneagram or Myers-Briggs can be extremely useful for informing and inspiring how you write your characters. You could simply browse the descriptions to see which matches them the closest, or even take the personality test as them. Most interesting characters are flawed, and also it makes them more realistic. because nobody's perfect. A flaw could be anything from being afraid of needles to being a drama queen to being a serial cheater. Your character's external motivation is what they want. Their internal motivation is what they actually need to be fulfilled. What is considered a positive or negative trait is highly subjective, but identifying a few of these for each of your characters will help add nuance. Interesting quotes and mannerisms can go a long way to making a character memorable. Ideally, these characteristics will not be random, but will emerge from their background or personality. For example, a woman who feels insecure in her marriage may be constantly fiddling with her wedding ring. Fears can be used to drive a character's entire motivation. For example, fear of failure, fear of being poor, fear of being hurt, or they may just add tension in particular scenes. For example, a fear of snakes, fear of heights, or fear of old ladies. Knowing a character's life philosophy or motto can help anchor you when you're struggling to work out how a character will behave in a given situation. Treasured possessions are often weapons or family heirlooms. They could also be something a character acquired at a key moment in their past, something that represents a memory, a person, or an aspect of themselves. Now it's time to put the theory into practice. Go through each of the stages for all of the major characters in your novel. The Novel Factory contains a dedicated character section for entering all of the information in these 4 stages. If you don't already have the Novel Factory, then you can get a free trial at novel-software.com. Our website is also where you can find the article that goes along with this video. See the description below for a direct link. The next step in the novel writing roadmap is step 4, the short synopsis.